Hey, what's up everybody? I am Starlight Fox and I am here to bring you another fanfiction reading. This is the continuation of the I'm Just a Freak hybrid Immortal Fox fanfiction. If you don't like yaoi, please leave now. Thank you. Now, with that out of the way, let's begin. Soon enough, school was over and it was time to get back home. He walked with Seamus and Eddie to the end of the bus, where the creatures were already sitting. "Hey, babe," Seamus greeted, sitting next to James and giving him a kiss on the cheek. "Hey," James responded with a happy grin, placing his arm around his shoulder and giving him a peck on the lips. He and Eddie sat down next to them, exactly like this morning, except he was sitting on the edge this time. "So," Z started, "can you go to the house today, Alex?" Sure," he responded. Alex knew that leaving without asking his father was going to result with a beating when he got home, but if he asked he would get hit and he wouldn't be able to go. If he didn't say anything, he'd just get battered harder, but he still preferred it if that meant a night without being touched violently by him. "Awesome," Sly exclaimed. "Do you want to stop by your house to get some clothes?" "No," he protested loudly, causing everyone on the bus to become silent and stare at them. Sorry," he muttered, as everyone went back to their own conversations. He spoke again, this time in a normal tone. We don't need to go to my house. I can sleep in these clothes that I'm already in." "I don't care." "Are you sure, Alex?" "Positive, trust me. You don't want to go there," he assured, rolling his eyes. "Why?" Eddie questioned, a visibly concerned look on his face. "It's just really messy and shit, that's all," he lied. He didn't mind lying, but he was horrible at it. Well, except when he was doing it to his father. If he was dishonest with anyone else, he clenched his teeth or noticeably stiffened, and even though no one could see it, his tail would often shift around into different positions. Eddie's face shifted into an amused expression. "You're a terrible liar, Alex, you know that?" He rubbed the back of his neck. "Yeah, not the best actor, huh?" "Not really," Sly chuckled. "But seriously, though, what's so bad about going to your house?" "Nothing." Eddie rolled his eyes. "Why do you have to be so stubborn? Just tell me. Why do you even care?" "I don't know. The way you go so worked up about it makes it seem like you're really scared of going into your house." He sighed. "It doesn't matter. Hey, what are you dumbs waiting for?" "This is our stop," Kootra interrupted, getting up and swinging his backpack over his shoulder, like all the other creatures. "Oh," he uttered in realization, quickly getting up and putting his bag loosely on one of his shoulders and walking out of the bus to avoid Eddie and his conversation going further. He fidgeted around as he waited for all the creatures to step out of the large vehicle, shoving his hands in his hoodie pockets. "In a hurry, Alex?" Dan asked jokingly with a small laugh. "Yeah, I guess," he answered, walking next to and speaking to Jordan to make sure Sly couldn't bring up his home again to him. They walked to a giant house with an enormous yard and a pool behind it. He couldn't help but let his jaw drop at the house that looked like one of a millionaire. Seamus chuckled. "Close your mouth. You'll catch flies." "How did you guys fucking afford this?" he practically yelled in disbelief. "We did a 24-hour live stream in order to raise money, and with the help of our fans, the Creature House was created." "Damn, dude, you guys go really try hard." And they all shrugged as Jordan unlocked and opened the door. "Make yourself at home, Alex. My house is your house." "Aren't you supposed to say that in Spanish?" the skinny brunette inquired, taking off his hood for the first time today, careful not to remove his hat. "Yeah, doesn't sound as cool, does it?" They all took off their shoes and threw their backpacks in the same corner, making a pile. They headed to a big room, the kitchen, which was filled with all types of junk food. Jordan rubbed his palms together, turning to face them. "So, how about we just order pizza, play a few games, or watch a movie or two?" Everyone agreed at once, already starting to walk downstairs to what Alex was informed was the best room in the house. While Kootra ordered pizza, they arrived in a huge room with rows of leather chairs, tables with computers, bookshelves filled with movies and games, as well as a flat-screen TV with a bunch of gaming consoles under it. "Damn, you guys have pretty hardcore fans." "Yeah, they're cool, most of the time," Z admitted. "Why most of the time?" They fight sometimes, stupid stuff like, this person is the best, you should kick this one out. Stuff like that. It's mostly just stupid shit on the comments section. Oh, okay. Okay, guys, Jordan said, walking down the stairs. What game should we play first? They played at least 10 games, and it was already 11 when they decided to eat the pizza that had arrived a long time ago. They put it in the microwave since it had already gotten cold, and Dan served everyone their slices on paper plates they just had lying around. They all sat in different places, Jordan, Dan, Seamus, and James on chairs arranged next to a long table. Z and Spoon stayed up, and Alex and A sat next to each other on the tall chairs next to the counter. They all chatted about different things, making him learn more about the creatures themselves, their jobs, and the internet. So, Alex, tell us more about yourself, Seamus proposed. Sure, what do you want to know? Anything, really. Well, let's see, he verbalized, trying to think of something to say. He had nothing to do, that had nothing to do with his past. The fact that he was abused or that he had freaky animal body parts. He ran his hand through his hair, making sure not to touch his beanie. Or you could talk about that, the Irish teen commented, pointing to his own eye. He looked at Seamus with a confused look, not having any idea of what he was talking about until it hit him. He felt his black eye that was now completely visible because he had messed up the hair that covered it. God damn it, he thought. Now onward to the next chapter. What happened? Come on, Toad. Load. Oh, this? I hit my head on the door. Yeah, that's what happened. He lied, adding a huge cheesy grin to make it more convincing. Everyone stayed silent, unreadable expressions on their face. He breathed a sigh of relief, thinking they all believed his lie. Very funny, Alex, Eddie mumbled, voice dripping with sarcasm. Now tell us what really happened. I already told you what happened. I hit my face on the door. That's all. He saw Eddie turn red with frustration as he ground his teeth. Fine, Sly muttered. Don't tell me. Eddie got up and grabbed his plate to rid it of his leftovers. After he walked towards the stairs, stopping just before the first step. I'll be in my room if anyone needs me. He walked up the staircase, not saying a word, with the same red and angered face. He trailed off. He had no idea what to say. Everyone knew he was lying, and Sly had just caused a big scene. Why did he have to be so determined to know? It didn't matter. He didn't matter. You should go see him, Dan proposed. He sighed. He couldn't believe he was doing this. Sure, what room? First one on the left. Thanks, he said under his breath, already halfway up. He made his way to what he guessed was Sly's room and knocked hesitantly. Go away! Eddie, it's me, Alex. He pressed his ear against the door, trying to hear any words indicating permission to enter. He sighed again and opened the door, closing it behind him. He made his way to the Puerto Rican's bed, where Sly was laying, facing the opposite way. He sat on the edge, placing a hand carefully on his shoulder. Hey, are you okay? I guess, he heard a familiar voice mutter, the words muffled by a pillow. He chuckled, trying to make the atmosphere a little more comfortable for both of them. I can't hear you, he teased. You'll have to get up. Eddie did exactly that, laying on the headboard of his bed. So what's bugging you? What's bugging me? You lying is what's bugging me. I'm worried, Alex. And you lying isn't helping me believe there's nothing to worry about. Okay, what's worrying you? The fact that you're scared of your own home, and that you have a pretty bad black eye in your face. I just can't help but think there's a connection with the two. Well, there isn't, so don't worry about me. I don't like it when people do that. It's true, he hated being pitied or worried about. He felt as though he didn't deserve it. People caring about him. He longed for someone to, but still felt as though having a person's attention was a bother. He was deep in thought. He felt a hand lift his hoodie and shirt at once. He grabbed Sly's wrist, red-faced. What the fuck, dude? He prayed to God that Eddie hadn't seen any of his scars or bruises. That's the last thing he wanted. Come on, I just wanted to check something. No. Hey! You said I had nothing to worry about, so what's wrong with me checking? He sighed. Sly had a point. Honestly, even though he didn't want anyone to find out about it, he had a feeling Eddie was not going to drop it any time soon. He felt his clothes being lifted once more, even enough to reveal his skinny stomach. He heard a gasp, and his clothing was let go. He stared at Eddie's shocked face and looked back down to the bed, not willing to look back into those panicked eyes. Oh my God, what happened? Who did that to you? My adoptive father. He saw Sly's face turn shift from shock to anger, from anger to sadness, and sadness to worry. How many times? Lost count. Lost count? Eddie yelled, completely exasperated. How many times a month, then? Every day? For how long? I don't know. Sometimes like 5, maybe 6 years. Eddie got to his feet quickly, face red with anger. What's your address? 21 Oak Avenue. Why? So I can drive there and kick that bastard's ass. Before he could protest, Sly was already running down the stairs, sleeves rolled and fists clenched. He ran down the stairs himself, getting confused glances from all the creatures. What the fuck happened? Spoon questioned, glancing at Sly, who was already searching for his car keys. He opened his mouth to explain, but was interrupted by an enraged Latino. Alex is moving in right now, and I'm going to kick some fucker's ass. Why? Seamus asked. The only answer he got was the sound of the front door slamming shut. Fuck Eddie! He yelled, running after him. He ran and stepped in front of him just before he got the chance to open the car door. Out of the way, Alex. Dude, I know you're mad. I'm mad too. But how about we just talk about this? We can't have a conversation with that liar. With a liar, he snapped. Ouch, he thought. Look, I'll make it up to you. Just don't go. Why not? Because I don't want my first friend getting hurt because of me, he screamed back. Eddie was visibly taken aback by this. Taking a few steps backwards, he stayed quiet, thinking about a way to settle this. He saw Eddie unclench his fist and loosen his shoulders. Fine, I won't go under one condition. And what's that? You move in. I don't want you living with that asshole anymore. You know that's not my decision. You need to ask the other guys first. Eddie rolled his eyes. I know. But you have to promise that if they say yes, you'll move in. Fine. Promise? Sly inquired, extending out his hand. Promise, he repeated, shaking his hand. They walked in the creature house again, all the guys waiting by the door. He was starting to get pretty tired at this point. Now will someone tell us what's happening? James asked, clearly not amused. I would, but I'm beat, he explained, yawning. He saw Eddie glance at him sadly when he said beat, and quickly realized his stupid word choice. I meant that I'm really tired, so I'll head to bed, if you guys don't mind. Well, we don't care, just as long as one of you explains now. I'll do it, Sly stated. You go to bed, Alex. Your room is the one across from mine. He nodded, rubbing his normal eye sleepily, and walked up the stairs, dragging his feet. He heard Alex squeal and say something like, "He's so adorable," from downstairs, causing his tail to wag in his hoodie, and a blush make his way to his face. Now on to the next chapter, if you say so. He woke up from his comfortable sleep and opened his eyes to see Eddie, who was fully awake and just in front of his face. What the fuck? He yelled, jumping backwards so far he fell off the bed, causing his injuries to hurt even more. Alex! He groaned from the floor. It hurt so much. All the scars and bruises he had received ached even more at the hard contact with the floor. Well, he had to look on the bright side. At least his beanie hadn't fallen off. Alex, are you okay? Eddie asked, voice panicked as he leaned over the edge of the mattress to look at the one who fell. What do you think? He probed sarcastically. Now help me up, you ass. Alex extended a hand, inviting Sly to pull him back up. The Hispanic teen pulled him to his feet, and Alex sat down on the border of the bed. What's your problem, asshole? Eddie looked at him, an excited look on his face. I was going to wake you up, but you just looked really peaceful, like you hadn't slept that well in a while. So I let you be. That's 'cause I haven't. Now why were you going to wake me up exactly? Oh yeah, I almost forgot. I have good news, but you'll have to guess what it is. He rolled his eyes. We really aren't going to do this. You know I'll never guess. Yeah, you're right, Sly agreed, giggling. The guys are letting you move in. Seriously? He questioned, flabbergasted. Seriously, I explained last night, and they immediately said you could. Isn't that awesome? Alex couldn't help but smile. He was finally going to escape that dick. No more beating, no more getting called fuck up or freak. It honestly seemed like it was a dream. It's awesome. Wow, you must be really happy. Alex raised an eyebrow at this. Duh, of course I'm happy. Why wouldn't I be? I know you're happy. It's just the first time I've seen you smile, so you must be pretty freaking happy. Alex's face turned a light shade of red. Really? Sorry, I've been a serious ass, and I really hadn't a reason to smile before yesterday. It's fine, I understand. I wouldn't be all sunshine and rainbows if the same happened to me, Sly assured, chuckling. Alex laughed. Yeah. So why don't you go downstairs to get a... The peppy Latino was interrupted by the sound of the Russian's stomach growling loudly. Breakfast? Eddie finished giggling. Heh, yeah, I'm pretty hungry, he said, getting up. Eddie laughed silently, already halfway towards the bedroom door. Yeah, I can tell. He blushed slightly again, catching up with the gleeful teen. Hey, what time is it? 11:15 or something, I think. They started to make their way downstairs. Damn, dude, I slept in. Doesn't matter. I'm pretty sure James and Seamus woke up like 10 minutes ago. Eddie and Alex walked to the kitchen, each browsing the cupboards and the fridge to get a good idea of their breakfast options. Do those two share a room? Yep. And they aren't too loud? Sly giggled loudly. They do it when we're out. Thank God for that. I see. The pale teen settled for some cereal and grabbed a bowl from a cupboard he had looked at previously, pouring the cereal in. Have any milk? Nope. Seriously, goddammit. I'm kidding you, but... He laughed, handing him the milk from the fridge. Motherfucker, he mumbled, grabbing the milk harshly from Sly's hand. All he heard was a chuckle in response, and he poured the milk into a cereal bowl. Hey, Sly started, pouring some cereal from the box Alex had chosen into a bowl. Pass me the milk when you're done. He decided to have some fun of his own, smirking as he had an idea popped into his head. Sorry, that was the last of it. Are you effing kidding me? Nope. Well, then looks like I'll have to take yours, Eddie reassured, a clear smirk of his own. What? He began before Sly swiftly grabbed his bowl and ran for it, careful as to not spill any of its contents onto the floor. Hey! He yelled after him, causing him to chasing him around the house. Once the sneaky teen was out of view, he silently returned to the kitchen, pouring the rest of the milk into the cereal Sly had prepared for himself. He then took his breakfast in his hands and decided to eat outside, on the balcony the creatures had shown him yesterday. To his surprise, That's where they were. There we go. Laughing and eating what seemed to be chocolate chip and blueberry pancakes around a large table. He walked up to the glass door and pushed it aside, stepping outside where everyone was. There you are, Alex. Where's Sly? he said, sounding cheery. He closed the sliding door behind him and sat down in the empty seat. Running around the house. Why the fuck is he running around the house? James questioned, sounding amused, as if he knew he had something to do with it. He thinks I'm chasing him, he explained simply with a grin. The whole table laughed when Alex explained the situation. How much time do you think it'll take him to realize that you're here? Spoon inquired. If he's smart, 2 minutes tops. If he's an idiot, it might take a little longer. After a few seconds, Sly stepped outside, clearly unimpressed, causing everyone to burst out laughing. laughing. "You're a dick, you know that?" Eddie muttered, taking the seat next to Alex. "Wow, shots fired," he scoffed. He saw the YouTuber next to him glance down at his cereal. And there was still milk left, too. What a sneaky bastard. Alex chuckled. "I try." After a few back and forth insults, they finally started a real conversation like the others had while they were teasing each other. "You live here too, right?" he asked, curious. "Yeah, why?" "'Cause yesterday you got on the bus after the others did." "Oh, I was at my mom's house. She wanted to have dinner with me so we could talk about the school year so far." "Oh, okay." They ate their breakfast, joining the discussion of other people at the table. Soon enough they all went back to the creature house again to put their plates and utensils into the sink. "So what's the plan for today?" Alex requested. "Well, since today's Saturday, everyone is probably going to be recording and editing all day, so no one's really going to be free today. Sorry, Alex," Seamus explained, heading upstairs to record like everyone else, leaving him with a bubbly Latino. "Oh, it's fine. You guys go do your thing. I'll find something to do," he reassured, loudly enough for the creatures to hear him from upstairs. "Oh, I have an idea. Right now I really need to upload a single-player series, but after that I can help you make your own YouTube channel, and you can record Minecraft daily with me. How about that?" Eddie exclaimed. "Oh, sure. But you'll have to teach me how to record and edit and upload." "Don't worry, Alex. I'll help you with all that. You'll be a successful YouTuber in no time. You'll see." "Okay, if you say so," he shrugged. "Well, that's all the time we have for today. Smack that like button with the baseball bat. It's planning to take over the world. And I will see you next time. Story will be in the description below.